was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
New York's very own lyrical assassin Saigon was recently on the Bag Fuel podcast where he had some very, very disrespectful words for Joe Budden and his son, Trey Budden, for that matter. And Saigon even said that he wanted to box Joe Budden. Yeah, he wants to box. Let's check it out.
Yes, you can.
Because you set it up. I'm minding my business. Because you came and said you finished me, but I pulled your son out the closet. Like, I did something for you. No, I did something for this that nobody's ever done for another rapper. Ever. Look,
I thought
you didn't even know your son. I'm the one that told you that you had a son who played.
Saigon, but what? Go ahead. Huh?
But when you do that, and you know it's an unwritten rule.
Are y'all allowed to run the clips?
What?
Cause run the clip. Can y'all run it?
No, we can do that. But my thing is, at the end of the day,
I helped that little.
No, but it's still children.
And bro,
no. He was a child then. You're right.
And bro, what about embarrassment?
Should have bought him the basketball. That's what I said.
Come on, Saigon.
I said,
please.
Joey, you better buy him a basketball.
What about?
You find a little nigga sucking dick in the bathroom stall. I told you, buy that soccer ball.
Come on.
You could have.
Children should supposed to be out of this, Saigon.
What about?
He mentioned my baby mom. That's the same thing as my kid. That's her mother. It's a different.
But he didn't just mention your baby mom.
So he mentioned your baby mom first?
He mentioned her mother.
Recently?
That's what made me, that's what took it to the, I never said nothing about.
We was fast forwarding past that.
Yeah, I did.
What do you think made him bring you up now, not in the past?
Like I said, I think that nigga was really like, Saigon's my man on the low. Cause he said that when he said, that's my man, even though I'm shitting on him. You seen Queen's flip face in the background? Queen's flip face said it all. Queen's flip face in the background was like, he's gonna slap the shit out you. He's gonna slap earth, wind, and fire out you when he catches. You know what you're doing. Queen's flip was the only one who wasn't laughing. Look at the clip.
Wait,
everybody
recently?
else in the back like, ha ha. Queen's is like,
you talking about recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen's he know I give it up, but Joe Budden, I tell you this, they got some celebrity boxing guy, and I'm not a sucker.
Come on,
bro. Listen, like at this point, Joe, I don't want to. You retire.
I think he's trying to.
I'm not in the podcast game, so only place we can meet, we can't podcast each other. We can't rap no more because you don't rap. I don't podcast. There's only one thing left to do, and that's box.
So you wasn't serious when you said.
I'm not a podcaster. You're not a rapper. When you talk shit about me and go, that's my son. Said I'm his son.
But you know why he had to do that, though? In my personal opinion, I don't know this to be a fact. It might be some pent-up frustration or like,
yo, he lost the battle.
No, because you mentioned his son.
No, he lost. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
That, you know, as men, when children get mentioned, it turns into.
But you mentioned he brought the kids into it. If you listen to the whole song,
y'all had to turn from my question.
Oh, yeah.
That's the old thing.
Bang,
Straight from the desk of Saigon himself. Started with rap battle words on Joe's end. Somehow we've ended up at boxing words, fighting words, personal attacks on children, now he's not a child anymore, but he's grown now, but the child of Joe Budden. His sexual preference has nothing to do with Joe Budden or this situation for that matter, but Saigon chose to bring it up. I want to say this. Usually when people attack others, causing harm, attempting to cause harm on others with words or even physical harm, right? It's usually a reflection of what's going on inside that person, right? So it's chaos in there. And I don't know Saigon personally. I don't know Joe Budden personally. You all know. But I'm a fan of Saigon's work. He's a lyrical assassin, like I said at the beginning of this video. So is Joe. I would have liked for it to just stay in a battle, but obviously things are very, very personal. Now, I didn't really follow that battle back in the day, right? Didn't really care that much, but I do know their music and I know how talented they are. It'll be good to hear what Joe Budden says to this. Joe's in a good place now. He's very successful. And Saigon, to be honest, this comes off as jealousy because we haven't heard from you. We haven't seen you for the most part. Then you pop out and attack Joe like this the second you get a little attention. just seems crazy. I gotta be honest, right? There was no need for this, right? 2 black men respected in that field. Joe has transitioned on to something else. We ain't need all that. We ain't need to know all that about his son. Come on, man. Come on, Saigon. You better than that, right? And I know your reputation in the NY. I heard about Saigon in the streets back in the day, right? I don't know what he's been doing lately, but I heard about him just like I heard about 50 Cent before the internet was popping, right? I heard about it. So what Joe Budden's about, he stand on his business too. Now, before I go, what I do think Joe Budden was doing by mentioning Saigon on the show was trying to get his sparring game back up. Joe has been tempted to come back and rap. I'd like to hear that with his platform, right? That'd be cool, right? Because Joe always had the bars, without a doubt. And just like anything with any sport or anything that you do, a break, that's good for an artist, right? He's had a break. I'm sure the bars have built up. He probably just wanted to just, throw a few little shots. Yeah, I'm sure he gave you props. You even said that, Saigon. Hey, but I'm gonna son you. Y'all had an epic battle. So, hey, man, at this point, we OGs, man. We gonna do what we do, get in the ring, make this money, and go take care of our families with this check, right? Right. That's my thing. That's my thing. Obviously not the thing in the side. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think of the video. Everything that Saigon said. Did he go too far? Or from his era, and that's my era included, everything was on the table in a rap, right? And he already said that Joe Budden mentioned his baby mama, but that was 15 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, at least. But anyway, let me know what you think, and I will keep you in tune with the news. Chill.